Here's looking at you, kid. Velma Hagar here with her little book, Hidden Treasures in Secret Places. We're going to talk about something I've talked about so many times that I'm even tired of hearing myself. It has to do with unforgiveness. My gosh, you guys. I talk whenever I do one of these, I'm talking to myself too. What is it about us that has trouble saying, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. I shouldn't have done that. Would you forgive me? I'm telling you, the biggest blessing befalls those who don't take offense. And this thing about blaming everything that's wrong with you on your parents and your upbringing, get over it. Just get over it. We all had issues. You know what, I'm going to tell you, and I always hate this. Well, I walked uphill to school 5 miles every day in the snow. I always hate that. But I'm telling you what, there's merit to it. Every one of us have had issues. Every single one of us. I was raised in a family where I came out with post-traumatic stress syndrome. But I'm going to tell you what, I'm an adult now. I have the Lord in my life. And what's wrong with me did not happen because of my childhood. We worked through those things, for God's sakes. Everybody today wants to blame everything. My family judged me. My family mistreats me all the time. Good God, get over it. Just get over it. Let things flow. Unforgiveness is like carrying a big sack of potatoes around. The only person you're hurting when you hold those grudges is yourself. Take it to God. Look, if we make mistakes in our life, be willing to say, you know what, I made a mistake. We all, we get to choose anything we want. We get to choose, but there's always a consequence. When you choose sin, you choose to suffer. It's real simple. It's nobody else's fault because you're suffering. You chose to go out of God's protective covering. We all do it in one way or another. We choose to eat the whole pie, and then we're overweight. It's not the pie's fault. It's not my mother's fault for making the pie. It's my fault for eating the pie. And I'm going to gain weight because of it. Does that make sense? I'm so tired of this thing with people with their childhood. Now, I don't want to make light. I'm sure there are people who are traumatized, but my gosh, take a look around at the real, if you were sexually abused by your dad, I can understand that. That is a horrific thing to have happen to you. But if it was just because your sister called you fatso when you were young, or shut up. Just get over it. I am so tired of this. And people using it as an excuse for the way their life is going. It's just not fair. We all have kids. We all make mistakes raising our kids. And then your kid turns around and blames it on you because of the way they are. You tried. You do the best you can. We're all broken. Most of us are. When I got married, for God's sakes, my husband and I both were so tweaked. And we raised 3 kids, and we were tweaked when we raised them. We did a lot of things wrong, but we tried, we did our best. And you know what? The kids are pretty doggone good. And they're making mistakes too. All of us make them. Look at me, boy, I'm telling you. You shouldn't have tuned into me today, because I'm... But it's true. All right, now the kind side of this. God says if we don't forgive others, he's not going to forgive us. So, you want to hold on to that unforgiveness? God is going to hold on to his unforgiveness with you. And without his protective covering, you're in trouble. Let go. Let go. Now, if something horrible happened to you, and I know it's not always easy to forgive, if you had something really, really horrible, God understands your heart. Just say to God, you know what? God, I need your help. I can't even do this one. I'm having a hard time with this. I'm really mad at this person. Help me. But say out loud, but God, I choose to forgive them. Help me forgive them. That's all you have to do. And don't blame everything on everybody else. We all have our faults. We all have had things happen in the past. But the way you are today has nothing to do with what your choices are now, not what happened to you as a child. Get over it. Those things should help to make you a better person, not a worse person. a better person. Okay? You get that? Now, I've got my little Guido here, my little pumpkin head. This is, we call him the knucklehead. Look at this knucklehead. Is he adorable? I just love him. Guido, the Italian stallion. Okay, you guys, I think I've banged on your heart enough, but this morning I'm really thinking about this one. Here's looking at you, my good cup of Italian roast, yum. My mother and I used to call it coffee. We'd say, let's get us a cup of happy coffee. It makes you happy, it really does, it just does. Okay, until next time, this is Velma Hagar, bidding you a blessed day and telling you to forgive, get over it and forgive.